honestly, I don't know how to send the link.
I'm on a 2-win streak online. I'm gonna invite you. Yes.
Okay.
Didn't I stream it once?
No, I'm doing it right now, Vince.
Oh,
Just waiting on the invite.
They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me.
What am I looking at, Gabe?
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job. You can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feet.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, it is.
No problems. No problems. Not long.
She's
I
upset.
don't know where they're drinking.
What?
Hey, Liz. Ramiro is fucked up right now.
Have you watching? Gabe, you watching? I'm gonna tweet it. I'm gonna be like, watch me beat Vince.
It's the NFL
I'm gonna
on EA
play this
Sports as
game,
we're in the
take it
inner
home.
harbor of Baltimore
Yes,
at
it's the
M&T
last
Bank
one.
Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective
pissed
tunnels
off
a
too,
minute
dude.
ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd.
Shut
They're
up,
all
Yates.
set as their Ravens will match up with the Los Angeles Chargers.
And I get the ball at half.
Badgley now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Oh, Gibson can watch how I play. It ain't no problem, though. Easton stick in. Excuse me. It's a run. Psych, it's a pass. I know this play.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Chill, bro.
An even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
3rd and 17, what the fuck?
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. From the gun, Rivers. He's got a man, it's Williams. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 32-yard line.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it in without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it. And he got it. Now Gordon on 1st down. And some room to maneuver. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 32 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Oh, you fucking
ideal start for them,
piece of
really.
shit.
You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because
Would you like all those audibles, bro? I was like, I didn't like that.
This is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the first drive,
everybody show blitz.
I know
show
that
blitz.
these are professional athletes, but I would
doing
imagine
audibles.
sometimes
It's a pass.
you get the nerves at the
It's a
beginning
pass.
of a game still, don't you?
There he goes running.
And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Jackson from the shotgun. He finds Roberts complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. Jackson now. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around
that was
the
the
43.
first time.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 6-0 our score after 1. And Jackson throwing once more. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Snead as they run the jet sweep. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now the pass brought in by Roberts. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 19. Now it's Jackson. Seems as if the pass. And Andrews lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense.
Vince already knows. Vince already knows.
I'm not going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case. That play got bottled up.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50.
I like this.
Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
What?
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle them up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to slip through.
Here we go.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers, he's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
He's coming. Double up. Double up. Alpha!
From the red zone now, Rivers.
Oh, my God.
And down he goes. A well-executed safety blitz by Tony Jefferson leads to the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Rivers to throw for it on 4th. A quick hitter complete. It's Williams. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team, and they want to go ahead and prove it conclusively.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
Oh, God.
Bash, a chip shot here. Badgley's kick is good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step
like
aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the ball as we're underway in the third quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
I'm still here.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half.
Oh, I thought
Sometimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway. They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 41, Rivers.
What?
Is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I felt that.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams.
I don't know.
And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
I was asking for a pick 6.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Do you see the play yet? Do you see what you see circle?
From the shotgun, it's Rivers.
What are you doing? Hard pick it.
So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off
Yeah,
the turnover.
that was my fault.
The defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Like he's sleeping?
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
Dude hates you, bro. He's probably like, I fucking hate this bitch. I'm playing garbage, bro.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Connects it to Roberts right side. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Line of scrimmage with 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson, options. And now
Oh
the
my
pitch goes
God.
loose.
That was all
And
me,
picked up by the
baby.
Chargers.
That was all me.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judah.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It goes as a loss of 6, and now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, you're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
So on 3rd and goal, Gordon, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
Oh my God.
Bench able to knock this one through, and that will bump up the lead again to 12-0. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Flush to his right, and this is incomplete. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Dancing to his left, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
You got it.
Mike Williams, 58 yards. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. Back now in Baltimore. For the 4th quarter, will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. Ingram again, a 1st down carry. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 31-yard line.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down at the 28. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
A short throw caught by Andrews. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And this is incomplete.
What are you doing?
Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back.
What are you doing? That was a fucking
The Charger drive about to get going.
No, it wasn't. You dumbass. He had it in his
On both
hands.
sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now obviously they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, L.A. Mike Williams, 76 yards. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Let's go. Let's go.
Whoa. It's not letting me move.
Me neither.
It's not letting me.
Me neither.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing.
Oh, my God. Throw it out.
Here as he's taken down. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. Play action. It's Jackson being chased out left. He's going to run. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. They go play action. Rivers. This will be caught at about the 5. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a third and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Third and goal for Rivers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They'll run for it with that one. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. Here's Jackson to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Where are you going? Go the other way.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Steps away to his left. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Here's Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Play action. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Ravens on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw is Jackson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position. Oh, ball down in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
You can get murdered, bro. Too safe for another one. I'm doing it.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.
It's like 3-8 now, Vince. It's 1-0, Gabe, or Yakes. Go on.
Invite me.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. The same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros.
This dude Dave should actually get a stick and poke.
Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet of what he knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might win it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. My giver, 1 foul, just to tell her it's 1 now.
This video is fucking awesome.
Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got pedicures. After ever seen a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes, but I don't trip about it.
Hey, did these videos save to my YouTube, Gabe?
Hey, what happened?
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium.
Oh, just did it right now for me.
Yeah. Going up and up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream.
Did you invite me?
My music, they be blasting.
Yeah.
Step out, I'ma stop.
Oh, fuck.
Try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son.
Hey, Gabe, can you still see the broadcast?
You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life.
Are you still going to that?
With the gang, we ball out,
No.
it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits.
Chargers game is at 10 a.m.
I think that's the same time as the Ravens.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
What the chingo? Yeah, he was.
God, it's frozen. There we go.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right.
Good call.
He'll have a first down past the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jackson. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. If you're a fan of old-school physical football, that play was for you.
No doubt about it. That play was for anyone who likes football. He did everything properly on that one. Great contact, wrapped it up, unable to jar the ball free. The only disappointment on the play for him.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play his own defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Play action now. Rivers.
Jefferson? What are you doing, bro? I'm pressing triangle.
That time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. After the interception, here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
It's a give to the right. Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Rivers finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Didn't you go with the same people to school?
6-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it facing 3rd and a yard. He can run for it, and he will. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Now Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. 1st and 10 right at the 20. From the gun, Jackson got his man complete over the middle. And Andrews lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers.
Doesn't work, does it?
And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Here's Gordon. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Rivers now. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Jackson now off the bootleg. Escaping the pressure right. And avoids the contact by sliding. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs. Able to improvise and get the first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Draw play. Ingram able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
You know what? When he goes low
it's
to
a
tackle,
first down.
they never fumble.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as the Ravens push further out in front.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet, or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
The Charger drive about to get going. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to...
He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 75 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Didn't you try to user him?
Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Flush to his right.
What the?
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for him.
If you couldn't run, you'd be getting sacked all game.
Jackson looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ingram. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On 3rd down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Jackson on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete.
Oh, what?
What? Into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Number 3 tackles, bro.
48 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis? And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Rivers. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Rivers. It's complete on the bubble screen.
Oh, you got to go around him.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Rivers now from the 50.
What are you doing? Come on, McPhee.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, Rivers. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. This will be caught inside the 10. All the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Seth Roberts. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. They'll try and run with Ingram. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down. Not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit. Because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And it's 2nd down. Well, Charles, as we peek back to week 1, what would you say were the positives for some teams or individuals that you took away?
Well, it started on opening night. Green Bay and their defense. Not necessarily Aaron Rodgers and what they did going into Chicago and winning. Kansas City, they picked right up where they left off with Patrick Mahomes. Explosive on offense. How about Baltimore and Lamar Jackson? He's not just a single wing tailback, folks. He's a quarterback. And Tennessee, going into Cleveland, Marcus Mariota, Derrick Henry put up 43 points on the Browns.
On 3rd down, Rivers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
No, okay, I was about to say, that's no way he's that good.
Right there with him to force that to the
I
ground.
don't understand how these guys
down now coming up.
open that cover, bro.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football. One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
There goes Melvin Gordon, and he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon 43 yards. And the Chargers,
Oh my
they're able
God,
to cut into
bro.
that deficit.
I hate how it goes fast
And
sometimes.
on that long run, maybe the
sometimes it
defense
just goes long
caught
as well.
napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing is Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete.
Dude's just
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool
Can you hear
anyone.
Gabe? I could
I don't
barely
know
hear
if that
him.
was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Like he's afraid of the mic or something.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Here's King. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers.
Oh my God.
Keenan Allen, the
That
intended
should have been
receiver.
top, bro.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm pressing triangle
And
and
that's
they
why
just
he's
don't
got to be
take it.
happy to have that.
Well,
There
it's
wasn't
too
a
low.
hole in
It
the
was.
zone.
You'd have to think
I would've got the
early
ball,
downs like that first
capable.
down there. Need to be a little bit more careful.
Catch
Yeah,
it.
fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I didn't think it. I thought it'd take down all the way.
To throw on 3rd down. Rivers.
Oh, that lag.
Oh
That
my
lag.
Not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play.
You didn't lag for you, Vince?
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down.
I don't believe
So
you,
trailing here in
Gabe.
the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Rivers. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete.
No way.
And brought down,
No way
but not
you guys
before
let him.
reaching the 45-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Here's Rivers. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right
That
now. This
should
is
have been
very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receiver.
Oh my God, bro. What the fucking ball?
Picked off near the 44, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Damn it.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. There are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keeper away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation.
I
Can't
did.
find anywhere to go with it.
Why is he
and he
throwing so
goes down.
slow?
Denzel Perryman. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now it's Jackson. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Andrews. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Matt Judon. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Rivers to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing Rivers. Sets up the screen to Gordon. A solid stiff arm.
Come on,
18
guys.
big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more pass.
Oh, my God.
And that should do it.
You weren't there at
It's
all.
off by Patrick on Russell. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. After the interception, here's Jackson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Here's Jackson to throw. This one complete to Ingram. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Jackson, options out left. He pitches it out, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. On 3rd down, Jackson. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You'd think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs defensively. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Jackson from the shotgun. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And picked up by the Chargers. Accelerating.
This bitch ass.
And they will finally get him as he's all
This
the
dude
way
started
down near the
falling on his
40-yard
own.
line.
He was gassed.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride. Some people now a hit.
Pick the ball. Someone pick up the ball. Come on.
Fortunately, he's able to recover his own
Nobody's
fumble.
gonna get
That
up
could have
off
been
the
trouble.
box and just go for
That was
it.
a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Another try after the first down sack. Rivers, he's going to let it fly.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Good job, bro.
Incomplete. Good
I didn't
effort
mean to
there,
switch
trying to
there,
take
man.
a shot, but it's third down.
That's how you score.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being blocks and picking passes off.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Rivers.
yeah, bro, I got like 5 dropped balls.
Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of the ball game that appears like.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10.
Look at this bitch, bro.
A
Just
throw
takes
there,
off.
but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm telling you,
So
man.
second down, still
If
10
you had
yards to
any
go,
other
ball on the
quarterback,
43.
You wouldn't be half as good as you are.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it.
You wouldn't be half as left as you are.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Where are you
Picked off
running?
by
Just get this,
Nasir
bro. Let me just
Adderley.
get this. Come on, stop.
And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up
come
with you,
on.
so it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah, you're the quarterback. Always a pleasure, my friend.
Gabe, you're hella quiet.
It's like
No.
It's like you
No.
you blitz every play, Vince, but every time I try to pass it, like you're in cover. You're in cover something. Is that what Madden be telling
Last
me?
game I was just doing ass plays. I was just thinking about it way too
So that'll
much.
just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on
And then I
EA
kept doing the
Sports.
same
For
run
more,
plays.
log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so
you wanna do
long
another one?
from
It's,
Baltimore.
We gotta wait a little because I'm gonna drop Liz off right now.
No, you go ahead.
10 minutes.
No, you go ahead.
No,
She could have
not
walked to
another
her
one?
house in the time. Nah, I'm good,
No.
dude. No, I'm saying, like, in this time that we playing, like, she could have been there. Go ahead, though. How many fucking
Good game.
interceptions do I have? 6 interceptions? I turned it over 6 times, Vince?
Yeah. How many, oh, it doesn't say how many drops, huh?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Hey.
yeah. Later, later. How do you end broadcasting?